Custom Showcase Skybound Universe Slingshot and Air Raid. These customs are using the Age of the Prime Slingshot and Air Raid molds. I just like these better than the Combiner Wars ones. Granted, I can't even get the Slingshot because that's like $100 for just a deluxe that is probably super loose. So, looking at Slingshot first, I put a lot of panel lines on them. Panel lining was my main idea that I was wanting to do with this custom. You can see all the nice details in the panel lines, how the gunmetal, it looks like a black, but it is a gunmetal. Like it encapsulates how much detail is actually on this pure light white figure who does have red and black accents. But you can see there's a lot of detail that they actually did put in there, which I do like. I did miss some spots or forget to wipe some spots on it, but it does add to the weathering damage I also added because of the Skybound universe. Skybound, if you guys haven't read, is a brilliant and amazing comic which takes place in the Energon universe, which has a lot of damage and dirt and grime all over its characters. So panel lining kind of works with it. Also, I kind of did make these customs because the plastic on both of these, like on the shoulders and the legs, and some parts on Slingshot just get brown super fast for no reason. So I just wanted to paint it and put some clear coat over it so then I don't have to keep washing my figures every time I pick them up. Speaking of picking up, here's Air Raid. So Air Raid is a primarily black jet with white lines on his fins that do have nice panel lines that I did add. Not that much panel lining. The only things I did is just on the main wings and on the tail and on the stabilizer fins. There we go. It's very not noticeable, but there is panel lines and weathering in that. In the next photo, you'll see that there is a little bit of a line in between the other lines, I guess. How to explain panel lining, yeah. The underside is a mess as usual because Air Raid does suck at being a jet, but there's a lot of detail that I didn't have to put in, like underneath the feet, and you can see there's a lot of dirt and grime on those white, so Air Raid has been in the battle for a while. And I do like that. Air Raid is like a gun-ho, shoot first, ask questions later kind of character in War for Cybertron, the game. And I do like that. And in robot mode, that will also be a prominent feature in that. A brief look at the combined modes. Modes are barely different. They just are dirty. Combined modes are just dirty for Air Raid's case. He literally just does not change because how stupid the frame system is for him. But for Slingshot, it does change a lot, and it does like show that Silverbolt. Superion has been in battle a lot, so there's a lot of dirt and grime on him. Alright, let's look at Slingshot first, my personal favorite out of the two aerial bots that I have right in front of you. So Slingshot, he does have a lot of panel lines on his chest, his arms, his legs, his thighs, and it looks good. I also did weather the face, but I don't know if I actually did get a photo of the face per se, but I just kind of weathered the orange dome. But you could see there's a lot of panel lines on the chest, on the abdomen, a lot in the wings, and I did mess up on one of the other wings. It wasn't the best work. I was trying to rush this. Yeah, you could see I was trying to rush it. It still works. It still gets the point like, oh, it's very weathered. The back of him is just the back of the jet or the top of the jet. His waist does have panel lining. It's not really that defined. I did paint in spots you guys actually want to see in between the cockpit and the back section-ish. Overall, he looks so much better with this paint job, with all the weathering and the panel lines. He looks like he's actually been on the battlefield. Air Raid is a different story. Air Raid looks like he was living on the battlefield by how much dirt and grime is on him. I made sure to have his face also have like mud or dirt on it to make it look cool or like more detailed and more realistic. Speaking of realistic, there's a lot of dirt and grimes in the like cracks on them, especially on the chest. The chest is my favorite part. But I also did get like the sides, like with the panel lines in there, and just smudging it a little bit. Looking at the legs, I did go a little overboard with the weathering, but it does work in its favor. Like the shins, the legs. The legs were turning brown so many times on the thighs. I did get the part of the shins, the outside of the shins, the side of the foot, the back of the foot. I also forgot to put paint in there because you never actually see it. I did delay the video by a little bit of a day because I forgot to get the thrusters painted. Oh well, but air raid's done now, and he looks pretty good. I was trying to get air raid out, but he did turn out pretty well with the aesthetic I want to do with these aerial bots. Speaking of the aerial bots, yes, I am going to be doing Silverbolts, Skydive, and Fireflight in this to have a weathered Skybound Universe take on Superion. So if you do want to see Superion, like and subscribe and wait till they actually get released.